To the cave person that thought this was a good idea, fuck. Alright, this thing is jank. That is the fan for the radiator. Timing, I think we've gotten it as good as we possibly can. That's the air filter. It's off. And that was really slightly more than feathering the throttle, and it's hesitating. Let me just... Yeah, it thinks about it, and then it gives you a rev. If you feather it very, very gently and then push it on, then it's fine. Now, in gear, does about the same. I mean, I was able to get it down that hill to the base of my driveway and back in both first and reverse, with some hesitation. That's the best that I've been able to do with this car, adjusting the timing and adjusting and, you know, fiddling with the air cleaner and whether it has one or not. I think I'm gonna try to go down the hill and see about getting back up the hill, so bear with me. Not running terribly. Okay, here we go. All right. I'm going to be concentrating on driving, not filming, so forgive me if this sucks, but it works. All right, that's better. That's a lot. That's almost normal. It's running rich now, very rich. And the check engine light finally came on, so take a video and show what's going on here. All right. Tricky this is. Come on. Naturally. It's tricky to start this thing at the best of times, guys. Smells like it is running very, very rich indeed. He's trying to adjust the timing as much as he possibly can. Doesn't seem to be getting anywhere. Yeah. The agenda for today is replace that, check on my work earlier for the spark plugs, because it's bogging down under load is a symptom of it probably is getting poor spark for some reason. My money is on that coil because that's just incredibly jank. But it also is possible that I didn't put the spark plugs in properly, you know, what have you. O2 sensor, that's just kind of, it's good practice to do that. I also previously replaced this coolant sensor back here, not this, because as you know, this fan is controlled directly from the battery. That's a headache for later. Haven't replaced that. It probably needs replacing, but that just... First order of business today is disconnect the battery. And, you know, I know nothing about Miatas apart from, you know, what everyone knows. I have no idea if that is the right battery for this thing or not. Also, wire for fan. And if you were always or ever wondering, it's always negative first, then positive. And if you want to reconnect, positive first, then negative. Also, forgot to go get that. from Rock Auto. No, Rock Auto is not sponsoring this. Kind of wish they would, but, you know. Look, a magnet! It's actually one I would like. Not only would I like it, I do like it. I'll just add this to the collection real quick. Neat! My problem is that some magical genius thought that the best way to keep this on the car was to weld the bolts. Problem with that is the bracket is part of the unit. So if I want to put the new one on there, gotta get those out of the way. So, you know, whatever cave person listened to some old salt that said, these never fail, ever. Fuck you. Avoiding the main problem, I turn my attention to this, the oxygen sensor, which does come out, even though this car is stone cold, it did come out with minor force, thanks to a monkey wrench. It's an enormous bolt, and as you can see, that is running very rich beyond our wildest dreams. I have a new one. NTK, better than you. So new, so shiny. So, guidance, mayhaps. So that's in. I need to tighten that down. One of those two. I need to decide which one. Either halfway or 3/4 of a way. But yes, it is kind of tricky because this is just a single wire that plugs up there. I read or watched and read online that, oh, you must remove the tire to get to this. It's possible, 1, for 1990 it's not necessary. 2, this may be a custom manifold, I just don't know. 3, this airbox is considerably less in the way. So all 3 of these things made this a lot easier. I didn't even have to have the engine warm to yoink that out. So, yeah, that was easy. That is not going to be easy. We got them off. How? Torque of the hand. Also, angle grinding for bolts. Smart. Alright, so my brother, who is way better at this than I am, who is helping me on this first project, bled for this, getting those damned things off. So, we're going to be replacing these, even though he did angle grind this one somewhat into a serviceable state. I'm just not going to use it. I might use that, but not the other one. We're going to replace it with these that are not automotive grade, but they are the same size. And we're going to put this on there. Hopefully that will make everything play nice with each other. There is a third bolt in the back of the block, or the head, I should say, that goes on the bottom for extra security. We'll see if this does the trick. All right, that's in, and these have been torqued down to around 15 torques. It's 11 to 17 torques is the specification. Just need to plug that in and plug in the spark plugs and plug in the battery, and then we're ready for test drive. Oh yes, and plug this in. And as use as my witness, I have plugged it in. Okay, everything is plugged back in. Nice and tight. That and that. Now all that's left is to plug in the battery. Well, we still got problems. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, she's not happy. Oh, and she died. Nice. Well, one thing's for sure, it wasn't the coil. Or that's only part of the problem. There's more things wrong with the car. Here, there. It's a process. What can I say?